Hi, this is Renee. I'm here today to put together a 2-page layout from an SVG file from Little Scraps of Heaven called Best Friends on the Block. And I already have everything inked and chalked, and we're just going to put the pages together. And we can go ahead and get started on that. The paper pack that I used is from the Paper Studio, and it's called Kaleidoscope Color. And I had used some repositionable tape on these while I was trying to do my layouts. That's why they're kind of sticky. And instead of going that way, I'm going to go this way today. And I usually cut this 5 inches, but today I only did, only cut it 4 inches. And I just have a couple borders for the top and the bottom, and I used a border punch from Martha Stewart. And this has the title page, and it's called Best Friends. Here, and he is sitting behind some Legos. And my pictures are 3.5 by 5, and so the mats are just 1/4 of an inch greater, and I matted it twice, once in blue and once in yellow. And I have these little Legos. I'm just going to kind of dry fit these just so I kind of see how it's going to all fit here. And I used some I can't even remember what they're called. Some of these instead of now it's like blown right out of my mind. I can't even think of what these are called. But I used those instead of doing any Nouveau drops or that in place of it, because I want to put some Wink of Stella on the petals. I kind of just wanted to dry fit this on. Those. That's kind of how I want it set up. And I'm going to use art glitter glue on to glue these. Maybe if it comes out. And these little circle Legos, I did pop up the little round circle. And these are just pictures of my boys when they were little. I'm almost done with pictures of the two of them together. I think I have about 3 more layouts. Probably should have put these on some foam tape and to give them a little elevation. I have given Cherie plenty of time to come up with the evidence that I asked for, that showed where I supposedly talked bad about her daughter, which I didn't, and where I had a Facebook account under the name of Stephanie Wozniak, which I didn't, and I unblocked her from my messenger so that she could message me with all this evidence to prove that I was such a bad person and I did all this stuff. And I have not gotten anything from her, which just leads me to believe that everything that she accused me of is false and not true, and that she was just trying to make herself look better in light of the messages that I had read out loud in one of my prior videos, which I probably should have kept that and not read that aloud to you guys. That was probably my big mistake, and I apologize for getting you involved in that. But you know, I can't go back and change it now. And but she has not come up with any evidence, because there is no evidence, because I didn't do anything that she accused me of. And so I just hope that, I don't know, guess I just want her followers and you guys, my followers, to know that I would never say anything like that about a person. Like I said, I've been a nurse for 30 years, and I'm not one of those nurses that talks bad about people. That's not the kind of nurse that I was or am. You know, I don't leave my shift and then talk really bad about all the people that I took care of. That's not the kind of nurse that I was. Here's my first page. And I'm gonna set, I'll do the Wink of Stella at the end. And I pulled the second page over. You know, it's not all nurses are super caring about people. And there are bad nurses out there. But I wasn't one of them. I was a critical care nurse for 12 years of my career, and worked in the ICU taking care of fresh heart patients and unstable head injuries, fresh motor vehicle accidents. We lived right on the interstate, and so we saw a lot of motor vehicle accident patients. A lot of them were really bad head injuries. You know, and they always didn't have a good outcome. what I'd feel for those type of people would be compassion and empathy for them, not making fun of them or bad-mouthing them, because it's something that's totally out of their control. And I dealt with Cody, who had been diagnosed with seizures like right before he turned 16. It was like a couple weeks before he turned 16, and that's when I saw him have a seizure in front of me. And that seizure just ripped his whole life apart, because all he talked about is that he wanted to go in the Air Force, and he was going to be a jet pilot, and he was going to fight for America. And having seizures really just, well, it ended that dream of his. And I think that he really was never able to overcome that dream, you know, and accept those seizures in his life. I'm gonna put those down first. Put these down first. So he took a lot of bullying at school, because he had a few seizures while at school, and the kids really bullied him really bad. So I felt really bad for him and what he had to go through in high school. He hated high school so much. And then when he got to college, he kind of just metamorphosized into this young man that gained all of this confidence, and he just really brightened up in college, and I was so proud of him, you know. And he knew his seizures still, he fought with those still in college, but you know, he knew what he wanted, and he was going to get there. And ended up getting 2 bachelor's degrees, and then he got his graduate studies. He went down to Australia for graduate school, and that was the first time that he did volunteer work in Vietnam. They spent a summer doing volunteer work in Vietnam, and I think that's where he really found that he really wanted to help children in these underdeveloped countries. And that was his passion for life. And if it hadn't been for the pandemic, he probably would still have been over there. I think he came home just because of that pandemic, and he was trying to find himself here, and you know, he was on his way to, he'd passed all the testing for being a financial advisor, and he was just getting ready to get past all of, you have to pass all of, the states have to approve you, and he was just getting ready to do all of that when this accident happened, and kind of cut things short for him. But I still cry every day for him because I miss him a lot, and no one should ever have to, no parent should ever have to live through the experience of losing one of their own children. And so I really don't see why she thinks I would talk bad about her daughter, because I don't have that kind of heart, you know, and it's just unreal how people can be, and the things that they'll go to make you look bad and make themselves look good. And it's like my husband tells me, he says, honey, it's a scam. If it looks like it's too good to be true, it's a scam. And leave it alone. And I'm like, oh, it looks really like a really good deal. He said, yes, I know, but it's a scam. Of course it's going to look like a good deal. And you know what? He's right. Oh, here's another red one. So number one, I'm too trusting, and two, I wear my heart right there on my sleeve. glad I die cut a lot of these red ones. Been really enjoyable to go through and start scrapbooking my own pictures of my own family. But it's a lot harder than I thought to come up with the paper piecing things to fit. I mean, I have Christmas pictures, and I have a lot of birthday pictures. But I got divorced when the kids were like really little, and so I don't have just a lot of pictures of them, I guess, and I don't have any cute pictures of them going to the pumpkin patch, or I don't even think I have any Easter pictures of them doing Easter eggs, because I couldn't afford to buy eggs to dye. Because back in that time, my ex-husband, he paid the minimum amount of child support, and I got $465 a month for all 3 kids, and my rent was $440. Left me a whopping $25 after that, and I lost my job, and so I was lucky enough to go back to school at the right time to become a nurse. And so I was in a 2-year RN program there where I lived, and I knew by becoming a nurse that I would be able to take care of my kids anywhere. And I was one of the reasons that I became a nurse was because of the financial stability that I would have with it. But then as I grew as a nurse, I enjoyed taking care of critical care patients, and I really liked that part of nursing. And we'll just put these on there. And then I met my second husband, and we've been married for gonna be 32 years this year, and he's a great guy and has always been there for my kids, and to them, that's what's important. They say that he's treated them more like a father, or treated them more like, he's been more like a father to them than their own father has. And it's nice for him to know that, because he was only like 21 when I met him, and I was 27, so 21-year-old with 3 little kids under the age of 5 is a big responsibility to assume, but he did it. And there's my second page. I'm gonna put it over here, pull the first page over, whoops, gotta turn, and then I'm gonna try and zoom in on the camera so that you can see both pages. And there you go. Best friends on the block. I ran out of room for the K. And I hope that you like it. It's from an SVG file called Best Friends on the Block, and from Little Scraps of Heaven. And if you like it, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And I just want to thank everybody for listening to me. I'm usually probably really quiet during most of my videos. This is probably the most that I've ever talked during a video, and I just want to say I hope everybody has a blessed day and enjoy that nice fall weather, and I'll be back in a couple days with a new video. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.